So for those of you just joining us, whoops, there we go. For those of you just joining us on YouTube, the chat insisted that we look like this, and ergo, that is why we look like this. So if anybody's curious, yeah. Blizz is by far my favorite companion, even though he has a virtually non-existent story. In terms of story, I'd probably go with Mako, honestly. But Blizz is awesome, and therefore Blizz is life. Blizz is joy. Blizz is happiness.
Nice jungle. You people got a freaky world. They ready for us?
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
I like how we're almost dead neutral right now, by the way. Oh wow, I need to train. We'll do that in a minute. Nope, sorry. No more naked. Besides, the covert armor was too expensive. To get the whole suit, I mean. No, there's my quest. Or, yeah, okay, we're fine now, apparently. I'm not sure, honestly, Schmeidolf. I hope they continue that story arc so we find out the truth of that at some point in the future. I think it would be most interesting if Mako is a clone, and that cloning technology exists, but it's like really, really a well-kept secret. Like nobody knows about cloning in this era. Behold, Lord Revan the Muscular. Blueberry. And his companion, Kaleo, the fighter pilot. I'm going the wrong way. It's just... But first... Don't worry, we'll be able to fly in Draenor in one more patch. Alright, time to meet Darth Jackass.
This is not your domain, Keeper. It is mine. It has always been mine.
Of course, my lord.
All you have built here, all you hope to control, it falls apart as easily as a human life. An hour ago, the Minister of Intelligence dropped to his knees and wept before me. You would do so too, if not for fear of being humiliated.
Your dissatisfaction is clear, my lord. It will be remedied. Now I'm asking you humbly to leave. These people are suffering in your presence.
I will leave my domain at the moment of my choosing, Keeper. You, Agent, you were the one sent to Hutter. Is that correct?
I'm sorry. I just noticed that one of the chat options is "Something's wrong with me."
Why do I feel like I'm about to die?
Your body reacts to the power of the Force. The dark side twists you, taints you. I am Darth Jadus. You served me well in your dealings with Nemro. You will serve me well again.
It would be an honor.
Sublimate your desires to those of the Empire, and you will go far. Keeper, you will use this one. He will complete the assignment as I have instructed.
He's quite capable, my lord, but he lacks experience. A more seasoned agent?
I have made my decision. I wish the situation resolved before I leave Dromuund Kaas. See to it that my will is done.
Very well. I'll make arrangements. Congratulations, Agent. You've made a friend on the Dark Council. I don't envy you.
Believe me, sir, it wasn't by choice.
I imagine not, but there's nothing to be done about it now. I want you outfitted and ready to leave as soon as possible. Grab your equipment from the lockers and meet me in my office. Once we're through with your debriefing, we'll discuss your next mission.
As a side note, I actually rather enjoy Darth Jadis' helmet. It's probably the only thing I like about him. Bastard. Freaking stupid. I hate him so much. Jadis is ultimately not that bad so much as he is a very typical Sith. He wanders in and says, "No, this is mine. Everyone do what I say." And of course he has that typical "you are nothing without the Force" mentality. You have the option to join him, abandon him, or kill him during the ending.
Come in, Agent. Let's talk. Kaleo, wait outside, please. One of the Watchers will handle your debriefing.
We need to talk about my terms.
I promise you'll be well compensated. You can discuss the details with the Watcher.
If you say so. You two have a good time.
Sir, I've been reviewing the report of your activities on Hutta. You were busier than I'd expected.
Are you going to tell me what Darth Jadis wanted?
This is a debriefing. I'll ask the questions. You were extremely effective in your mission, and I'm impressed by your efficiency. You used violence as a tool and not a crutch. Not many agents find that balance so easily. So I wonder, why did you join Imperial Intelligence?
I had my reasons. If you need details, I'm sure there's something in my dossier.
I had reasons too. It took me years to reconcile them with reality. Don't let the same thing happen to you. This isn't glamorous work. We're sanitation workers. We clean up after the military and the Sith and do the jobs no one else will. Without us, though, the Empire falls apart. So we do whatever is necessary, even if it's thankless and ugly. You understand?
And that right there is the agent storyline in one sentence, or one statement. And it's absolutely true, too. The Empire would completely disintegrate without Imperial intelligence keeping it together, which is funny because that's also true in the Galactic Empire era, which was stated to be one of the big reasons for encouraging this storyline. For those of you not aware, there were two intelligence agencies during the reign of Palpatine. Imperial Intelligence, the professional, no-nonsense, getting things done people who actually helped keep the Empire together, and the Imperial Security Bureau, who were little better than thugs who were sent to enforce the will of oh gosh, I still can't think of the name of it. The Preservation for the Order. Compnor. And Compnor is little more than a political tool of several of the advisors, ostensibly at the behest of the Emperor, aka Palpatine. So yeah. Couldn't think of that for some friggin' reason. Yeah, Compnor is what I meant. I bet most of you guys don't even know what Compnor is. Commission for the Preservation of the New Order. That's what I was trying to remember it as. I'm not sure, Wolfdog. Especially since they're very inconsistent, as you yourself have said, about how cloning works. If I was to use it, I would say that the only way for cloning to be accelerated is for someone who is skilled in the Force to constantly be, shall we say, navigating their accelerated growth so that their mind doesn't snap on the Force. Grievous, Cody. Both. Lycon? Why do you ask?
I understand completely, sir.
I'm glad to hear it. Now as to your next assignment. One of the mandates of our organization is to eliminate dissidents and terrorists within the Empire. We've located one cell of radicals here in the capital working toward the violent overthrow of our government. We must know precisely what these terrorists plan.
I assume this is the task Darth Jadis mentioned.
Although Darth Jadis has expressed concern over the cell's activities, your orders come from me. We've intercepted chatter suggesting the radicals are planning a major attack soon, but we've only identified a handful of cell members. You will investigate the cell and obtain its plans. You'll have 2 operatives assisting you and full support from the Citadel.
Kalia and I worked well together on Hatta. I'd like to use her again.
I think that can be arranged. Watcher 2, please come to my office. Bring Khalil Danis with you.
Watcher 2, huh? That's a pretty name. Is it Twi'lek?
It's basic. Unlike many civilizations, the Empire teaches its children how to count.
I like Watcher 2, by
Khalil
the
will
way.
be your aide in the field. She'll report to you and take your orders, since you seem able to handle her.
I'm making you look good, Agent. You should be grateful.
Meanwhile, Watcher 2 will be your liaison to base. She'll stay in contact remotely and provide you with mission details.
I've heard a lot about your species. Your unique skills should complement the team well.
It'll be my pleasure. Just my luck I managed to catch your Watcher's eye.
I'm the product of 6 generations of selective breeding. I can plot hyperspace routes in my head. You'll forgive me if I'm not charmed by an alien.
If you're done, could you sum up the present situation?
Our primary lead on the radicals is at the site of a slave rebellion beyond Kaas City.
I love it. We're so big, we're
Now,
hiding
we've
some of her
necessary equipment
face.
already. Once you're in the field, signal me via holocommunicator and I'll brief you in full.
I'll head out immediately.
Remember, you're not undercover. Identify yourself as an intelligence officer if you need to, and use the fear that it creates. You're on Imperial soil now, Agent. Welcome home.
By the way, one thing that you basically can't change in the Agent storyline, this is a huge spoiler, is that Imperial intelligence is dissolved and replaced by Sith intelligence, which you could basically rename as the ISB, and you'd kind of get the point. Now, let's just say that I'm aiming for a specific ending, and we'll leave it at that. Cody, to finish my answer to Cody, the Force is a tool, just like any other tool. It does not make you any better or indeed less than anyone else. It just depends on how you apply it. So, someone with the Force is not automatically superior to someone without. So, someone ridiculously skilled and powerful in combat, like Grievous, versus someone who is skilled in combat but otherwise not particularly versed in the Force, like Maul. Yeah, no, Grievous would destroy Maul, in my opinion. Really? Dala 2 screws it up? I remembered who she was, by the way. I looked up the thing. Anyways, Dala 2 screws up Sith intelligence. Why does that not surprise me?
Agent, I'm pleased to see you, of course. But I thought you'd be busy with the mission. Just as well, I suppose. I'm still plotting the details. So, what can I do for you?
There are some things I've been wondering about Imperial intelligence. I thought we could talk.
There isn't much I can tell you that you won't find out yourself. Not anything I'm authorized to share, anyway.
Well, maybe you can tell me something about yourself.
You really want to know who I am? I'm someone bred for genetic superiority and raised to be a watcher. I enjoy my work, but I don't like getting close to my agents because they usually get killed. Now, we've both got work to do. Contact me via holocommunicator when you're on site and ready to go, okay?
Anything for you, beautiful.
Don't call me that again. I'll see you later.
Anything for you, beautiful. Don't ever call me that again! Oh, sorry. I was programmed that this is what people like me to say, beep. Ah, damn it. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Oh, excuse me, I forgot to sing blah 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 blah.
You're the new alien, eh? Well, let's see how that works out. I'm Fixer 12. Used to be a field operative, but these days, I keep this place running.
Why'd you stop working in the field?
Wasn't by choice. I was a good agent until a Jedi shoved a lightsaber through my lungs. That's service. That's sacrifice. People here will tell you that the Sith interfere with our work. Keep us always fighting with the Minister of Intelligence, that sort of thing. Maybe they're right, but it doesn't matter. Our job's to obey orders. Our job's to deal with the enemy.
You're absolutely right.
Then you can consider me a friend. Imperial Intelligence needs more agents like you. I need to get back to duty. But remember our talk. You have potential.
Hey, Fearsome. Oh, and by the way, I'm sorry we look ridiculous. It's the chat's fault.
It's been good talking to you, Fixer.
Yeah, you too.
Oh, hello. Sorry, I didn't expect you to come over. You're the field agent from Hutter, right? I'm Watcher 3.
Pleasure to meet you, Watcher 3.
And you? Watcher 2 said you'd been performing admirably, especially for a junior agent. Not that I mean any disrespect. I'm not one to talk about seniority here. I've only been Watcher 3 for 6 months. Surprised I even got a Watcher designation. If I can manage it, I'm sure you'll get a title soon.
No one's ever explained how the designations work.
Keeper assigns the categories. Watchers analyze data, monitor targets. Minders handle internal security. Ciphers are infiltrators. You get the idea.
Hope you're paying
The number
attention,
is just
Zeiss.
to identify individuals. It's not a rank, really. Of course, there's only one keeper. Anyway, I should get back to work. I'm on surveillance duty and I don't want to miss anything.
Good man. Make sure that you don't.
Of course. I won't keep you.
That startled the crap out of me. Hadn't been having a... yeah. Ham. 5. Thanks, Zeiss, I think. Let me guess, you just wanted to see the GIF. Oh, gotcha, Zeiss. Sorry, I knew you'd played something in here, but I couldn't remember what it was.
I have some information you may be interested in. This concludes our business.
So am I the only one who really... For those of you who have played Agent, am I the only one who actually likes Watcher 2? I'm just curious. Because, you know, she's a pretty cool character and has some interesting aspects. Sorry, Samurai. Oh, hey, I can mount now. Hang on. One of these days I'll remember where my mount is on this list. Nope. Lower than that. No. Or maybe it's higher than that. There it is. There it is. Ah, yes. We are now officially an agent of the Empire.
Ready for departure.
I was actually going to ask if it was possible to romance her since, as I've mentioned, I've never done flirting except on the smuggler side. I take it by your statement that it's not possible to long-term romance her. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry. Be right back. Screw you, chair! Sorry about that. I went up to grab lunch really quick, and then next thing I knew, the mailman showed up and was like, hey! Bearing a battery backup to help in case of future power outages. So, yeah, I'll install that later. So some people ask, Arshingar, why are you so stupid? To which I respond, I think I like the agent storyline because it's a very slow boil. It takes a while to really get going. It's got some obvious good potential on display early on, especially with the voice acting, as I've already mentioned, and the very thirsty dog, which really helps the agent's overall appeal, I think. But it's not until... is this the way I'm supposed to go? No, apparently not. It's not until things really start to turn around with regards to the end of Chapter 1 that it's like, oh! And you start to realize the full implications of the storyline and where they're going with it, you know what I mean? I'm curious what you guys think of that, for those of you who, again, have played this, which I know is several of you. Let's discuss Bounty Hunter then. As we all know, Bounty Hunter's freaking badass, and awesome, and amazing, and incredible. However, there's one thing that bothers me about the Bounty Hunter, and that's the fact that it's someone who's obviously trying to do a Steve Blum impersonation, but is not actually Steve Blum. In fact, I only found out during this lore run that it's not Steve Blum. I've been assuming that for many a time, or for many years, so, yeah.
Watcher 2 here. I'm receiving your signal. Mapping your location now. Glad you made it through the jungle safely, Agent. Ready to work?
I'm ready. Just standing by for the details.
You may have noticed the chaos out there. There's a slave rebellion going on and you're heading into the middle of it. Our analyst charged with monitoring the rebellion is with me. His name is Lodenk Kashar. He can fill you in on the details.
How did the rebellion start? What's really going on?
Imperial intelligence is leaving concerns about the rebellion itself to the military. You're here for a specific slave, an alien named Jurithus.
Are we talking about a violent extraction, killing rebel slaves?
Don't make this difficult, Agent. Jurithus was once owned by an anti-government radical who used slaves to carry messages to like-minded dissidents.
Have we questioned the slave's former master?
He's gone. Dead at the hands of an over-enthusiastic agent. That's why Minder 4 is no longer with us.
One way or another, I'll make sure he talks.
Another reason why it's useful to have aliens on staff. In any case, good luck.
I like to think we're more than just our language skills.
Of course. I didn't mean to offend. You should find your targets inside the camp. Take a slave down, apply the serum, and locate Jurithus. This is the only way we can learn what the radicals are planning. Time's running out, Agent.
You know, Cody, it's actually a little surprise he didn't show up more in episode 2 or 3, but I kind of see what they were going with that. Also, Dark Blaze, that sounds horrible. Good night, Lycon. And Schmeidolf, I agree, he did a really good job of the role. It's just, he really does sound like Steve Blum, the way he portrays himself. Again, not a complaint. I know Steve Blum's a little overused, but I still like his style. He's right up there with, oh shoot, I suddenly can't think of his name. The other male voice actor who's, like, in everything. Okay, I know. There's actually two male voice actors who are in everything. But the one I really like. Shoot, what is his name?
Can't live without me, huh?
Oh, well. This is going to be weird playing as an agent after having just been the enforcer of doom.
Got a little present for you. One more down.
Which is the game?
Take this,
Breach.
Dudley.
Troy Baker. That's the guy I was thinking of. I really like Troy Baker, off camera and on. Call me weird. Nolan North's alright. Cleo, you want to help me out? Just saying. I like how his bodyguards are literally just standing there. That's great. Look at that. $7B? I was gonna say, I know Samurai plays Planetside 2. But a 7B error, that's odd. Hang on.
I'm running. Chest hurts. Something's in my head. Rain's coming down. Everything's sinking into the ground.
Potent stuff. Haven't seen anyone zoned out like that since Nar Shaddaa.
I think I know you, but I don't remember anything. I don't know what you want. Everything hurts.
The serum is making you delusional.
Oh, I'm delusional. I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know what to do with my head. Please tell me.
Obey me. Tell me about Jurithus.
Jurithus is gone. Days gone now. It all goes so slowly. Jurithus burns and starts to look like our Colossus. Incomplete. Jurithus died fighting in the jungle. I don't remember why we were fighting. Jurithus died, I know that.
You should be proud. You were fighting for your freedom.
I know that word. I don't remember that word. Jurithus died with Sathan and Reneth and Avoira. All aliens. All friends. All fighting beside the foot of the statue. Jurithus is still there. If the beasts haven't eaten him.
I really appreciate your help.
What should I think about now? I don't know what to do with my head. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Don't worry. You don't have to think anymore.
I don't have to think. Thank you.
Cripes. Don't even think he felt it.
Be honest. That was damned creepy. First time I saw that, I was just like, dude. I've never not killed him there. He's probably permanently brain damaged after that. Better to kill him now and get it over with. Poor guy.
all going down.
I suppose it's also kind of creepy considering what happens later on. A little bit of foreshadowing, if you will.
Laporam amka, mamni nikan, nagnaya mamni kamgam, naya nam ramkam, kala amka mani, lidikba.
Do you have any updates for me?
Manuk malakanaja, ki namabam, yak manana. Nemgam gambini agiguan, amberna hanak.
Put me through.
Eknayan menka.
Agent, you're to suspend all field operations immediately. You're needed elsewhere.
I wasn't expecting to hear from you, Keeper.
Watcher 2 is still your liaison to base, but I wanted to deliver these orders personally. Darth Jadis wants to speak with you. You will proceed to his chambers for an audience. You've met Darth Jadis, experienced his power. I suggest you treat him with respect and do as he asks.
Yes, sir. I'll keep that in mind.
For what it's worth, I tried to shield you from this, but it seems it was unavoidable. You will resume operations when this is finished, Agent. Keep her out.
Well, that didn't sound so good. Still, powerful men are the same across the galaxy. I'll bet your life that whatever else Jadis is, he's a powerful man too.
Personally, I do think it would be a bad thing, Wolfdog, if for no other reason than the fact that it might have problems generations hence when, when, you know, they start giving into the same things the Rakatans always give into. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'd say that would be a bad thing, definitively. I have no idea what the best DPS class is. My favorite class so far in terms of pure gameplay, because one has finally risen above the rest, is, I guess it was Vengeance? Juggernaut Vengeance, I want to say? Something like that? One of the DPS tank classes for Sith Warrior. I forget the name. Oh, and yes, I did, Rory. Sorry.
You and me, Agent. They're scared of you here, aren't they? You come, you go. You're their freaking secret police.
The Ratataki must remain outside. The Master has not requested her presence.
Looks like I'll have to miss this one then. Real shame.
I'll meet you when we're done in here.
Sure thing, Agent.
Come, stand before me, and revel in the power of the Dark Council. Allow your body to betray you. Allow your blood to boil and your heart to slow. Everything that is not of the dark side will be purged, or it will be tainted. This is inoculation, Agent. This is a sacred rite. You are privileged.
The religion of the Sith is not my religion.
The ways of the Sith are the ways of the Empire, so it shall always be. But that is not why I summoned you. This is your due reward. You proved yourself by outmaneuvering the Huts. Now I choose you to exterminate the dissidents who would destroy our way of life. I sense your uncertainty. You wonder why I involve myself in this affair, why I take an interest in you and Imperial intelligence.
As you say.
Many in the Dark Council hold themselves above the mundane business of the Empire. I believe this is a mistake. I believe we must spread the ways of the Sith to the Empire entire, plant terror and hatred in every heart. I believe in the democratization of fear. But these dissidents threaten all progress. Left unchecked, they would reduce our world to ash and raise nothing in its place.
What do they want? Aside from the destruction of the Empire.
They want what children want. Unlimited freedom without responsibility. This makes them no less dangerous. Do not underestimate our enemies. They are powerful, and there are those who sympathize with them, people at the highest levels of government. I chose you for this assignment, not only because of your successes, but because you are an outsider, an alien whom your superiors disdain and overlook. Your loyalty is uncompromised.
I don't know what you're talking about. My species has never been an issue.
Watch those around you and trust no one. You will see the truth for yourself. I will leave Dromuund Kaas soon aboard the starship Dominator. I will travel with 1,000 dignitaries, diplomats, and slaves, and show them the galaxy as I envision it. When I return, I expect the dissidents to have been purged. Kneel before me now, and I will ensure that you have the means to succeed.
I kneel before you, my lord.
I have remade the pitiful creatures around you into my image. So shall I remake you into the vessel for my power. Now go from here, and return to your duties.
Yes, Lord Jadis.
Remember what I have said. Remember that you walk the path to power. And remember that I am eternal.
So yeah, anyone wondering why I don't like that guy? That should probably give it away right there.
I'm here. What's the situation?
This is Watcher 2. We're still working on full analysis of the slaves' files, but we have a new lead. Proceed to the Nexus Room Cantina in Kaas City. I'll brief you once you're in place.
You've been here longer than I have. What does it mean when Darth Jadis calls you in?
I wouldn't know. It's never happened before. Catch your breath, then get to the cantina. Watcher 2 out.
That's the thing. Jadis is literally the worst kind of zealot. Because I'm an agent, okay? My pride is not worth my job. All that matters is the results. Let's just say that I would probably make a really good agent if I tried to be. Not that I am an agent of the Empire or anything like that. And yeah, I know, Darkblaze. First time I played this, I was... Who was I with? I was with... I can't remember which one. It was Gary or Charlie. I think it was Charlie. And he refused to kneel, and yeah. No, there's not really a good kind of zealot, but what I mean by that is he's a preachy kind of zealot. You know, some zealots are like, oh, this is the way to things. You know, like Nova was over in StarCraft 2, right? This guy is, I am the way of the Force, and the Force shall lead all into dark side, and all the dark side shall call into this way. And it shall work because the dark side is in all and with all. And everything shall be with the dark side, and I shall be eternal in the dark side. You know, just completely flipping off his rocker kind of a guy. Oh. Of course I did, Kay. Are you not paying attention? He's just a man. And men are easy to placate. Alright, I'm here. Kay, he will, as was mentioned in chat, he will hit you with lightning really badly. Like, they have to come in and revive you.
This is Watcher 2, signal established. I've tapped into the Cantina holocams, Agent. I can see you from 6 different angles. We're ready to go.
I didn't realize you could monitor private security.
Imperial intelligence is authorized to monitor every security system in the Empire. That's how we pinpointed your target. So, Theodore Mindak is a genius inventor and entrepreneur working with the Radicals. Unfortunately, Theodore is being sheltered by the Sith Lord Grathan. Grathan turns a blind eye to Theodore's affiliations in exchange for weapon designs.
I assume you're not briefing me over drinks for my comfort.
No. You're here for a very specific reason. Dealing with Grathan directly isn't an option. He's involved in a power struggle with the other Dark Lords. In essence, he's gone rogue. However, Theodore's daughter, Samara, frequents this cantina. She has access to Theodore's workshop in Gratham's estate.
I'll talk to her. What's her profile?
Samara Mindak is rich, young, and willing to flaunt her advantages. She's popular with the Kaas city elite, but hardly beloved. No meaningful connections or reputation. Our profile suggests she'll cooperate if given incentives. I've located her in a private lounge. It's up to you how to handle her.
Is there a standard procedure for this?
Just the usual tools of the trade. Diplomacy, blackmail, and intimidation. Use them well. Once Samara's told you how to reach her father's workshop, head to Lord Grathan's estate. Send us anything you find on Theodore's computers.
Consider it done.
Go. I'll be watching.
What good are Mandalorians if they can't escort a few trade shipments? It's not like we need them for the war.
Stop obsessing about the mercenaries, Oban. You wish you could carry a Vira blade.
You get vicious after a while, don't you?
Sure. I'm gonna go talk to someone else now.
She's a brat.
What, Django?
She's got spirit.
Sorry.
Want to break it?
I just...
Look at you. Enjoying yourself? It's not the worst party I've ever been to. But it needs improvement, you know?
I know what you mean. But things are looking up now.
I get that a lot. Not usually from guys like you, though. Military guys, I mean. You are military, right? Not a lot of aliens walk in here without a chaperone. I figure you've got to be very special.
Yes, my dear. I am Lord Revan!
Let's say you're right. Does that have an appeal?
Maybe it does. Depends if you're more than just pretty skin and eyes.
Samara, be careful. You need to take this seriously.
Shut up, Oban. I said I'm done with you. So, tell me, how can I serve the Empire?
Wow, I've never heard that used as a euphemism before.
I came looking for a dangerous man. But I suspect you're much better company.
Oh, forward. I like that. Though, my dad doesn't approve of military guys. Hard to know what they're really after.
I'm not interested in your father. Right now, I'm just interested in you.
No, I don't think you are. It's him you're interested in, isn't it? He's with Lord Grathan these days. Anyway, if you want to talk to Theodore, not sure what I can do. He isn't seeing a lot of visitors.
I think you can help me. Give me a few hours and I think you'll be begging to help me.
Listen up. I'm pretty, but I'm not dumb. My father's inventions made us rich, so I don't want that taken away. No government seizure, okay? I want all his credits, all his property transferred to my accounts. Seem like a good deal?
Okay, she's no longer going for it.
Sounds like a good deal. For you, not for us.
What the?
What did you... What?
I was wondering when you were going to get around to that.
That's enough, please!
Listen to me, Samara. Just help me, and I'll stop.
No, please. Look, Dad's workshop is in Lord Gratham's estate. I've got codes to get in. You can get a keycard from the guards. That's everything I know. Just stop.
Letting you go is too much of a risk. I can't have you warning your father.
What? Wait!
Oh, please. Whatever she was involved in, no one here knows anything.
She was a traitor to the Empire. She deserved her fate.
Okay. Okay, I understand. I'm going to go.
Gilfaberry apparently doesn't like being rejected that much. I'm not sure I agree with that first part, Django, but I do agree with the second part. Oh yeah, I said I was going to talk about each of the planetary primaries as we go through here. The planetary primary of Dromuund Kaas isn't really a quest arc so much as it is a series of unconnected quests that really have nothing to do with anything. Which is funny, because Coruscant is actually the same way when you get down to it. So I can't really talk that much about it. It's just establishing, here's the world. Oh, excuse me, here's the Empire. Here's the Revenites. You need to either kill the Revenites or convert them. There's a few options there.
Ready for departure.
Let's see, what else?
Enjoy your stay.
I don't know what you're talking about, Kay. Let's see. There's the temple, and you go into the temple, and I've already talked about the temple, and goddammit, I'm already out of things to talk about. There's nothing to talk about! Oh my god! I'm just gonna start singing. Hang on, let me look up some lyrics here. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Jovial statement. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Deedly dee dee. There they are, standing by the road. Ahem. It's not the east or the west side. No, it's not. It's the dark side. You are correct. Get in front of me, Empire. All you Vader haters out there. We're gonna blow your planet up. What is thy bidding, my master? It's a disaster. Skywalker we're after. What if he could be turned from the dark side? Yes, he'd be a powerful ally. Another Dark Jedi. He will join us or die. We got Death Star. We got Death Star. We got Death Star. We got Death Star. And you're right, Django. There have been points in time I was actually enjoying myself here. I was enjoying myself for a decent chunk of the early Sith Warrior stuff. And that amazing Chapter 1 finale was, well, amazing. I like how this Lord Grathan, who, by the way, is not a Darth, he's just a Lord, has so much power and influence that he can actually keep all of this this terrain and all the people here and all the droids here, all under his control, with what amounts to no effort or competition for actually anyone competing against him, other than the fact that we kill him as a Sith warrior, and as as a bounty hunter, we go after one of his one of the defectors here, I want to say, and as the Inquisitor, we go after one of his scientists, and as the agent, we also go after one of his people. So I guess we mess with him constantly, but whatever.
Let's bloody some noses.
You know what? Considering we are effectively naked, gameplay-wise, I think there's truly only one thing we could do. Let's see. As soon as I do this really quick. There we go. Okay. The face becomes the mask. Oops, I didn't get a key card. Obi-Wan would never bother telling you about your father.
Take this, Dudley.
Just for you, Deutsch. Just for you, man. Okay, we're trained up. Seriously? No, we've decided to go with the much more atrocious walking around in our skivvies. About 3.5 millennia before them, Papa.
You thought you could take me by surprise, but you can't.
What do you want to bet this ends badly?
Those were my daughter's access codes you used. Whatever you've done to her, I'll have my revenge.
You must be Theodore Mindak. I've heard a lot about you.
And you must be one of the little sadists from Imperial Intelligence. You people took away my wife, stole her from my house one night, and never told me what happened. My only daughter grew up to be worthless, and now you've taken her from me too. I despise your kind.
We can resolve this peacefully if you'll just listen to me.
No, there won't be any peace until the Empire changes its ways.
If you insist.
Not so tough now, dirtbag.
God, I feel like I'm playing a mage. A fire mage. Maybe an arcane mage, something like that. He actually does have nipples. They're right there. You see him?
This is Watcher 2. I'm downloading the contents of Theovor's computers. Looks like blueprints, work he's done for Lord Grathan, and... encrypted files. I should be able to decipher them if I cross-reference with the slave's datapad. Don't like what I'm seeing. There's a timetable, activity convergences, indications of something big. Get back to base as soon as you can.
I'll head there immediately.
I'll see you soon, Agent. Watcher 2 out.
Ready for departure.
Good night, Mayo. You have a good one. Last Echo, kinda, yeah. It's that or run around in the Revan robes. Negative 15, Fakey. It's the only way to be prepared. The good news is, even though we're constantly getting a workout, we're also constantly getting a bath, because this is Dromuund Kaas. So, you know, constant rain, yeah. Yeah, the robes are really that bad. I got them to torture you guys, but I couldn't withstand the torture myself. It was too much for me. And yeah, Rory, isn't this wonderful? Just think, this is the kind of organization you're helping to build in the exchange.
Watcher 3, I need that link up to the Dominator. If Lord Jadis wishes to observe, we must accommodate him.
Establishing hololink, sir. Data flow is synchronized.
Glad you found the time to pay us a visit, Agent. Take your place. The briefing starts now.
Yes, sir.
Lord Jadis, are you receiving our transmission?
I am. Proceed, Keeper.
Very well. You all know we've been attempting to determine the Dissidents' plan of attack. Thanks to recent operations, we have the information we need. Unfortunately, the news is worse than we expected. A major strike is imminent. The Dissidents are targeting the ancient power conduits that run beneath the capital.
Their intention is to overload the power grid, causing a cascade failure that would detonate the power relay stations. The resulting explosions would kill hundreds of people, and the blackout would leave us vulnerable to further attacks.
Sir, aren't all access points to the power grid under military control?
All but one. The terrorists intend to access the power conduits through the Dark Temple. I'll sum up for those of you unfamiliar with the history. The Dark Temple predates Dromuund Kaas's colonization. It was sealed by the Sith during the city's construction. When the Dark Council opened it some months back, they found it inhabited by force-driven phenomena. Workers on site began disappearing inside, controlled by unknown entities.
But whereas we saw the Dark Temple as a threat to be contained, the Dissidents saw it as an opportunity. The temple rests directly above a key power junction. If the Dissidents can push past the, phenomena, they can access the grid.
These Dissidents have been planning. They have supplies, maps, and weapons, and they're not counting on making it out alive. This is a suicide run.
That won't make things easy. They'll only fight harder.
We have security footage of Dissidents heading toward the Dark Temple. A full squad of operatives will pursue the...
No.
My lord?
There will be no squad. The Dark Temple is sacred ground and will not be unduly disturbed. My agent will go alone.
I'll make sure the job is done.
My lord, I strongly urge you to reconsider. If the Dissidents succeed, we...
The spirits of the temple must not be disturbed. Not by terrorists, and not by Imperial intelligence. One agent will suffice. My role here is finished. Do as I will, Keeper.
Very well.
God, I hate this guy.
Then the decision is made. You will go to the Dark Temple, stop the radicals from reaching the conduits and detonating their charges.
I'm sorry about all this, sir.
Not your fault.
We'll monitor you as long as we can, but the temple blocks most transmissions. So just, good luck, Agent.
When I get back, we should celebrate. Just you and me and a couple of drinks.
No promises, but whatever gets you through the mission.
Go on, Agent. The Dark Temple is waiting.
I love this because, I mean, this is just ridiculously silly. And it's nice to have some ridiculously silliness. But I love this giant, I mean, just this monstrous Hulk-born individual standing here in his skivvies, just hanging out. And everyone's like, and Jadis is like, no, it must be that one. That one is the perfect one for this mission. Oh, sorry, just... Oh my god. But yeah, this is another example of why I can't stand Darth Jadis. He literally, he's such an arrogant snot. He's like, okay, no, you can't actually do this mission appropriately. You can only send one person because the temple is sacred. Oh, and now that I have made sure that it's much harder for you to accomplish the mission that I'm putting you on, I'm gonna leave. You can just make it all work, right? He's the worst kind of boss. He's the boss who makes your job harder, he tells you to do something difficult, makes your job harder, and then leaves without contributing anything. And speaking from personal experience, those kind of bosses suck. Only T3, Fakey. T3 got disintegrated. Nuked by Emperor Vishay. But it's okay. We can cannibalize him for parts for T7. Oh, that's right. HK-47 is in this, so we do know what happens to him, too. So now, okay, you see him in the pilot outfit? Now imagine him making, zoom noises as he's going. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, I'm done. I don't know Mar that well. But I do know that Jadis is a bastard, whom I hate. I don't care if he has Darth Teleport or whatever going for him. He's still a bastard. Well, yeah, they have to establish that KOTOR 2 is junk and Vishay is better than everyone in their game. Our character's the best. Everyone will love Vishay. Just like I love him. Yeah, I know, right, Kay? I can't help but wonder if, there's some really strong stabilizers in this thing keeping him in place. Exactly, Neurosas. I can just take my clothes on and off at will and I'll be the perfect agent. No one will recognize the giant blue bug, berry. Blueberry. Whatever. Dragon Cat, I know you don't understand my sarcasm, so let me make this clear. If KOTOR 2, on like a scale of 1 to 100, was like a 90, Tor would be like a 15.
Did you say something? I swear there's someone talking to me.
I have no idea, Fakey. I could only tell you how many hours I have on Steam, and that's not accurate in either case. Excuse me. And yeah, chat's updating for me. I see chat updating. They undermine KOTOR 2 a lot, Jundland. They go out of the way to de-emphasize and show that KOTOR 2 had no impact on anything. And every character in KOTOR 2 that's mentioned at all, which is, I think, a grand total of 3 of them, is basically, and then they died. And then they sat around and died,
Good time.
I mean, really.
Come on out, I'll show you my gun.
I just felt like showing off that ability. What, this one, Baronessa? Or the previous one? The chasm. The chasm calls to me, but I don't want to waste time.
One more down.
I should also point out that Callio's here, despite, you know, one agent will go alone. I think so, Dark Blaze? I know you come in here before the assault on the Emperor. I think I am, Takoida. I'm not sure, though. Considering the fact that I literally don't have gear on, in terms of stats right now, I'm doing surprisingly well. We'll see how I do up against an elite. I'll leave it for a second, see what's going on with it.
You with the military? I heard the shots, but I wasn't sure. I can't believe you actually followed us in here. None of us are gonna make it back out, you know that, right?
I know you're one of the terrorists. Tell me what's happened.
I'm one of the terrorists, alright. Like everyone you kill. That's why we decided to make a stand. To terrorize. I'm the last one. A dozen of us came into the temple and the rest are dead. Or gone. Same with you, I guess.
You should have known you couldn't pull this off. What did you mean to accomplish?
To show the Empire what it means to fight for freedom. And we still will. You can shoot me now. You can save the power grid, preserve the Imperial lifestyle for a little longer. But there are other cells. They'll keep fighting.
What other cells are you talking about?
Other cells, other planets. This attack was just the tip of the iceberg. There's worse coming. But that's all you're going to learn. You can't stop me. You have to kill me. Shoot me now, Imperial, before the ghosts get into your head.
You don't care if the ghosts get into my head. You're worried they'll get into yours.
Yes, damn you! That's not how I want to go. I saw what happened to my friends. I took comfort in the fact that I died when we took out the power grid. Have mercy. Kill me now before the ghosts come.
I plan to stay and watch the spirits get you. It's no worse than you deserve.
No, please don't. I can feel it coming now.
Take this, ugly. Bleeding here.
Hashtag not evil.
Destination?
But yeah, in all seriousness, this guy is probably approaching 7 foot in overall appearance. And given that, you can see just how wide he is. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, you got a little on your chin, Deutsch, if you want to wipe that off real quick. Probably not fakey.
We've got wreckage coming down over the city. From that height and at that velocity, the collateral damage alone could cost millions.
If the reactor core was breached, the radiation damage will...
I don't care about the radiation damage, damn it. Get me security footage, communications logs, something we can use.
Shouldn't someone be celebrating our successful return?
All military channels are reporting in. The Dominator has been completely destroyed.
Someone want to tell me what the Dominator is?
It's good to see you. There was a secondary target. Apparently...
Watcher 2, I still need confirmation. And you, Agent, get ready to move. We need everyone operational.
Sorry, sir. But there were over 3,000 people on that ship. Half of them civilians.
I'm aware of that. Do your job, Watcher 2. Run the numbers.
Lockdown procedures are in place. All traffic has been grounded.
Initial analysis is done. Cross-checking with the droids.
Getting conflicting reports from the Kaas City spaceport. Trying to sort it out.
Nothing could have survived that explosion. All sources confirm casualties are 100%.
Then Darth Jadis is dead.
Who did this? What happened?
There was an explosion aboard the Dominator. We're not sure about the origin, but it has to be connected to the dissidents. Darth Jadis was leaving on a special tour of the Empire. He brought military personnel, civilians, and Sith to his flagship as part of some grand vision. Now they're all dead.
We'll catch the terrorists responsible.
You can count on it.
Sir, we've got a starship trying to take off. Several dissidents from the watch list are aboard. Military squads are moving to intervene.
They'll blow the ship to pieces. I want the terrorists alive and I want their computer intact. You, Fixer, do we have any Sec-M units available?
What? I don't...
The Sec-Ms, the mouse droids. Find one and bring it back now.
Whatever ordeal you went through in the Dark Temple, your recovery will have to wait. I need you in the field.
I'm ready to go, sir.
One moment. Fixer.
I have the droid here.
Good. Agent, I need you to get to the city cargo port. There's a terrorist ship attempting to take off. Take the mouse droid and deliver it into one of the ship's maintenance conduits. With the droid aboard, we can disable the hyperdrive and download its computer contents.
Let me stow away. I'll handle the terrorists personally.
No. I appreciate the sentiment, but it's too risky. We do this my way. Get going. We need you to plant that mouse droid. Any conduit on the ship's outer hull should do. And when you're back, we have things to discuss.
You know, with the moratorium on continued EU stories until they decide to finish up whatever they're doing with the AU. You do realize... Oh, it's way over there. Damn it. You do realize that the only story writing that's going on in the EU right now is in Tor. It's the only one that's actually continuing. How's that for an unusual situation? I'd say more competent and more screen time than Moneypenny. No offense to Moneypenny. Chasm! I actually disagree with you completely, Django. But it is kind of sad. I agree with that part. AU is the new stuff. EU is the old stuff. Simplest way to explain it. You know, Shuryu, it really, and I mean this sincerely, really would not surprise me if Tor becomes part of the AU. That legit would not surprise me, given the, for lack of a better word, influence that EA has right now on Star Wars.
Got a little present for you.
Okay, that's not cool. So what would you guys think? See you around, Taquita. It's okay, I haven't been talking much either. I'm doing one of my favorite storylines, but I don't have much to say. I've said everything I really have to say on almost all the planets, and we're kind of... That's it, you know? That's all we got left. Anyways, as I was saying... I don't remember what I was saying. To be completely honest with you. It's gone. We need different music for this. No, 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 no. Yeah, screw it. From KOTOR 1? Hello, Blackout. Nobody notices a droid. How the hell am I hiding back there? How the hell am I staying hidden? There is no way in hell nobody's noticing me back there. Look at that! Look at that! I'm bigger than the barrels I'm hiding behind. Oh my god. Okay, all the way back. This is Agent. It'll basically fakey. It's well written, well designed, and does some really interesting things with regards to subverting expectations. It starts off as a standard spy story, and then it just kind of keeps going and never stops. All the way to the end, too. And like I said, it has multiple endings. Basically the only one that does. Well, personally, Django, you know my opinion. The story of Star Wars ended at the hand of Thrawn duology. Nothing afterwards is really worth salvaging, right? That being said, I think there's plenty of other eras that could be expanded into and still have stories in them. But nothing past that point, personally. Which is funny, because Star Wars Episode 7 is occurring in the era I think that they shouldn't be doing, but whatever. Yeah, we won't be doing that, but fun note, guys, you actually can defect the Republic in this story arc. Pretty much at the end.
Welcome back, Agent. Excellent work out there. Absolutely excellent.
The mouse droid has just sent the contents of the ship's computer, sir. I'll send the military to pick up the dissidents.
At least one thing's gone smoothly today. The worst seems to have passed, but don't expect to rest anytime soon.
Do we know any more about the attack?
We're fairly certain the explosion came from inside the Dominator. In all likelihood, one of the civilians on board was the bomber.
Keeper, I'm receiving a transmission. Someone's broadcasting a holo-recording to the entire Imperial communications network.
The terrorists want to talk. I say we should listen.
Patching it through now. I'm going to try to pinpoint the source.
Citizens of the Empire, this is the Eagle. I'm here to tell you that our government is corrupt. When the Emperor signed his treaty with the Galactic Republic, we were promised a new epoch. Glory unrivaled since the first Sith dynasty. Instead, our Empire has suffered. Apathetic moffs and wicked lords of the Dark Council vie for power, while our soldiers die over worthless planets in nameless star systems.
Simon Templeman, by the way.
Consolidationist rhetoric. Watcher 2, keep trying to find a source for the broadcast. Everyone else start pulling up our files on the Eagle.
Wake me if he says something interesting.
We've been hearing rumors about the Eagle for years, but we never thought he could pull off anything this big. Another mistake.
Anyone who speaks out in favor of reform is kidnapped and tortured by Imperial intelligence. This must not continue.
The Ministry of Logistics reports that they can't jam the signal. Everyone in the Empire is seeing this.
A short while ago, a group of defiant revolutionaries destroyed an Imperial dreadnought. 3,000 people were aboard, including Darth Jadis, a Lord of the Dark Council. We chose to strike at Darth Jadis publicly so that every Imperial citizen would know the truth. The Dark Council is not invulnerable. We can effect change. We regret the sacrifice of so many civilians, but it was necessary. The Empire cannot cover up this momentous event. Imperial intelligence cannot silence our call to arms.
Get to the point, you piece of filth. What is it you really want to say?
What do you mean?
Here it comes.
This is only the first step towards a better future. We have agents throughout the Empire preparing to strike again and again. We will not relent until our government chooses strength over weakness, unity over discord. We will continue to show the anger of the people. This is the Eagle. End transmission.
So, our enemy has a name. You think you can deal with that, Agent?
It won't be a problem, sir.
Glad to hear it. We've made mistakes today. We underestimated the Eagle. We were too slow to eliminate the dissidents. We assumed the Dark Temple was the sole terrorist target. But you performed above and beyond expectations. You showed you can handle these people, and now you're going to show us the way forward.
I followed my orders, that's all.
You followed them well. That's discouragingly rare. You are going to head our operation to dismantle the Eagle's network. You will locate and eliminate his terror cells through infiltration, manipulation, and assassination. I am assigning you a rank and designation as suits your new position. You no longer have a name. You will answer only to Cipher 9.
I promise you won't regret this.
Congratulations, Cipher 9. You earned this.
Cipher 9, huh? Cute. But I think I'll keep calling you Agent.
With the rank comes certain privileges, including a degree of operational independence. You may recruit your own operatives, and you will be outfitted with a starship. Watcher 2, you will remain Cipher 9's liaison to base. I assume that won't be a problem?
No problem, sir. Glad to stay a part of this operation.
Good. Begin analyzing all reports on recent dissident activity. I want a list of possible terror cell locations within the hour. The Eagle says he's got agents around the galaxy. Assuming he's telling the truth, you're going to be doing some traveling.
I was just getting used to Dromuund Kaas.
You'll be back. Your starship is at the spaceport. It's been refit and removed from public record. Watcher 2 will upload likely activity centers for the Eagle and his network. Proceed to your targets as you see fit.
The cells will be eliminated, along with the Eagle.
Be careful of these people, Cypher. Destroying the Dominator was no mean feat. Killing Darth Jadis was nearly unthinkable. But this is our job. Do whatever is required. And good luck.
Alright, guys. We are now Cypher 9. Sorry, all joking aside. Actually, I guess we have to do that first, do we? Fine. We'll go see our ship first, then we'll go to the fleet, and finally get some gear. And then we'll do Balmora. It's okay, it's not too bad on the agent. I'm sorry, Decklook. I'm pretty sure I'm physically incapable of doing that at this point in my life.
I've got the best hardware and the best prices. Good hunting.
What am I doing? So this is the... Oh, you'll see in a moment. Is the agent ship. In a minute here. Travel time. This is the agent ship. I have to admit, I rather like this thing. It's just enough military while still possessing bits of looking like it's a civilian ship. Which makes sense, actually. Because, you know, it should. I don't think I have Judland, actually. Now that I think on it. What were the storylines about? There's exactly one thing I don't like about this ship. Getting used to getting around is pretty weird on this one. Blah 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 blah. For those of you curious, it's literally the exact same conversation on the droid's part every single time you talk to that droid, no matter which class you are. So yeah. After a while, it just gets old. This is what the inside of this ship looks like. And I have to admit, despite the layout being a bit weird, I love the aesthetic of this one. It doesn't have the red tinting thing that kind of bugs me about the two Sith ships. And I really like the cold metal aesthetic. Always have. So... yeah, that'll do. And this ship is chromed, yes. I also happen to like the color blue. Ironic, right? So, the fact that this ship has a lot of blue tint to it kind of appeals to me. Here's our hangar bay, all that kind of stuff. Actually, I think you're right, Django. This might be the first ship they just decided to make a completely new ship out of it. As opposed to literally every other one, which obviously has a reference to
nice dish.
Something in Star
I think
Wars.
you got a message on that thing.
Download and begin playback.
Cypher 9, intelligence is finalizing your target list, but in the meantime, there's a formality we need to address. With Darth Jadis' demise, his seat on the Dark Council has opened. It will be filled by his daughter and sole apprentice, Darth Jorid.
That's right.
Jadis has a daughter?
I remember this twit.
Lord Jorid demands to meet with you. Proceed to Korriban at once. She has authorized your presence in the Sith Academy.
What are the odds she blames me for her father's assassination?
I'll give you 2 to 1. You know how to make friends in high places. Give me a shout if you need something. I'm gonna see how they stock the lounge.
You know, I've been complaining about Darth Jadis because he's a zealot and a religious maniac, but Zorid is just an idiot. I mean, just full-on, plain, full-tilt, stupid Sith. Yeah, let's go meet our new master. You know, I'm not sure, okay? If she is, we'll do it, because, I have sworn to flirt at every opportunity. If you think about all the crap he's going through, maybe the helmet's just like a way to keep him, you know, focused or something like that. Oh no, I've got it. The helm... Oh, excuse me. The helmet is like feeding him nutrients. So it like generates food or whatever, and it's like... Ong, 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 ong.
Hey. Hey.
So that people watching the recording in the future can see who I'm responding to, Pink. Like right now, for instance.
Look who made it all the way to Korriban. I think we have a visitor.
Yes, my lord.
Commander, I want to be informal with my bodyguards.
Ah, yes, Lady Jorid.
Delightful. You, my pretty alien. Don't you find my bodyguards delightful?
And in 2 sentences, I already know I'm gonna hate this chick. A lot. Ugh. Time for the spoiled twit of twittiness, who's just been handed the reins of the entirety of Imperial Intelligence. And you wonder why it is that the Imperial Intelligence is dissolved by the end of the storyline. Ah, I think I've heard of that gentleman, but I have not read it myself, no.
Absolutely delightful, my lord.
Excellent. Delightful bodyguard. I have a request.
Yes, my lady?
Kill our visitor, please.
As you wish. He's as good as dead.
All going down. Christ, that hurt.
So, you probably thought I was kidding with the spoiled princess commentary. Or maybe you thought I was exaggerating. Or maybe you thought I was just, you know, maybe he just hasn't given her enough of a chance. No, 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 no. Darth Zorid is truly horrid. Hence where she gets her title, away.
Oh, wonderful. My poor bodyguards.
I'm starting to get a little peeved. And a little creeped out.
We haven't been introduced. I'm Darth Jorid, Lord of the Dark Council and successor to Darth Jadis. I hear you're investigating my father's assassination. I wanted to see if you were worthy.
I didn't want to hurt those men.
But you did, and it pleased me. We'll send the commander's children a bottle of liqueur, with our condolences. I could sense your feelings during the fight. I think you'll do nicely tracking these terrorists. But are you really sure that this eagle killed the mighty Darth Jadis?
You saw his announcement. He took responsibility.
It was quite a speech. But it doesn't prove anything. Jadis believed in spreading fear and anger to every planet and species in the Empire. Even to creatures like you. Perhaps his ambitions drew too much attention. Any one of his rivals on the Dark Council might have killed him.
You're his daughter. How did you feel about him?
Oh, I hated my father. He taught me to keep my emotions seething inside and show no one. I disobeyed. Chase after your terrorists. Save the lives of your Imperial friends. But if you learn who's really responsible, come to me. I've earned my place on the Dark Council, and I won't share my father's fate. Dismissed.
God, I hate her. A lot. Just, I don't even have like an analysis to give here. I don't even have a rumination I could give on that character. Everything that is so horrible about her is very well and on display. Oh, by the way, one of the other reasons I don't really care for Darth Jadis, his philosophy was he wanted the entire galaxy to be in a constant state of fear, because he believed fear was the way things should be, that fear was a good thing. And that just sounds ridiculously creepy and horrible to me. But whatever. By the way, the agent storyline is also probably the most horrifying of the storylines, too. Yeah, Octavian, I'll agree with that, actually. And I mean that every bit is an insult to both.
This is Cipher 9 to headquarters. You have my target list.
Watcher 2 here. I've finished preliminary mapping of the Eagle's network. Your designated targets are terror cells located on Balmorra, near the Republic border, and on Nar Shaddaa in Hutt space.
I just had a very interesting meeting with Darth Jadis' daughter. Any information on her?
I'm afraid that data isn't mission relevant. Contact me once you've arrived at either location, Cipher. Watcher 2 out.
Except imagine if Tarkin was like a religious zealot insistent on the entirety of the universe being in a constant state of horror. And I mean constant. Then you'd have Jadis. See you around, Leander. Ugh. Oh, wait, I probably should gear up, since I'm still technically naked. Bleh. Good time to pause the recording.